Epstein, and here we are with your morning flash update. And this update is for the morning of Thursday, the 16th of May, 2024, 8:25 a.m. Central Time. Unlike yesterday, a bit of a correction happening in the market. I'm going to do a special report on the June gold today. I started preparing it yesterday, ran out of time, but I'll finish it up today. It's a video special report. Look for in your mailbox notice of it, and by the end of the day, I should be able to advertise it here in these wrap-up videos. A bit more of a rally coming in the bonds and the in the crude, both the WTI and the Brent. If you looked at the moving averages yesterday, you fell down for the first big test over the past 2-3 days now of the 100 and the 200-day averages with the Bollinger Band, and the market's giving that a bit of a lift off. I'm not surprised to see a little bit of a rally coming into the gasoline. We are going into the Memorial Day weekend in, just over about 10 days or so. Grain markets, the usual. As you go into the weekend, you worry about what the weather's going to be at this time of the year, how far they're going to get with their plannings, delays, no delays, too much rain, not enough rain. And then we leave May and we get into June, and by the end of June, how hot is it, blah, blah. So the typical growing weather stuff, no big change there. The dollar getting a little bit of a bounce today as a number of the currencies are down against it. So maybe we should look and see just what the economic data is so far. We had the housing starts, and they're absolutely terrible in the permits area. You were down 3%. They were looking for it up 1.5%. This is the time of year where typically the buyers are walking in, signing paperwork, and after that, the permits get pulled. What's going on? Well, I think it's the high mortgages. So what do you have to do if you're a home builder? Because this is permits and brand new construction, not existing. Offer deals. Buy down mortgages again. April import-export data came out. You can see the import prices were up 0.9, triple what was expected, by the way. Exports increased 0.5%. And we saw that petroleum imports were up 2.9. Now, I think that's for April. I think when you look at where you're at, because it's the 16th of the month here, if you looked at energy prices, they're down. That number's probably going to slip back. Then we get to initial jobless claims, and they're still showing a strong labor market. You were down 10,000 at 222. They expected that. And the continuing numbers were up 13,000. Last week you were 1.785. Now you're at 1.784, so about a 9,000 increase. The Philly Fed Business Activity Index, well, that came out, and like New York, it's not a strong number. Period. It may not be as worse as it was in some of the categories last time, but it's still pretty bad. Even the inventories is bad, so I'm not seeing that. I know that the Federal Reserve released its industrial production. I didn't have the time to put it up just now. At 9:30, we're going to get the EIA report. And today you got the Feds Barkin, Harker, Mester, Bostic all speaking. Goolsbee spoke yesterday, along with Kashkari, and they are still of the opinion that the Fed should hold still right where they're at this point, as while inflation is weakening a bit. The key word is a bit. It's not really galloping to the downside. And seeing that these labor numbers are staying pretty strong, well, I don't think that takes them off their game plan. So what do we do from this point becomes the big question for the market. And I think that what you want to do here is just sit pat, enjoy today, because it's going to be a day where you consolidate yesterday's action, and I'll catch up with you at the end of the trading day. Have a good one. I'm Epstein.